Hello everyone, TomicCaster here, and a few days ago on stream I went up against another TTV, and as usual I went into their chat and said good luck, have fun, let them know I was their killer before the match started. This is something I do pretty much every time I'm playing killer and I go up against a TTV, but in this case here, whenever I went into their chat and said good luck, have fun, their immediate response was don't stream snipe, which should be pretty obvious that the killer, if they come in and they say something in chat like they're not going to stream snipe you, that's really going to be like if someone's going to stream snipe you, they're just going to not say anything and just pull it up on the tab on the other side. So as the match progressed, as many of you guys know that do watch me on Twitch, I run the same Huntress build as Coconut RTS. It is a very heavy info focused Huntress build, and really lets you land a lot of cross map hatchets and enable you to use your power in a much like more accurate way, I guess you could say, than other Huntress builds that incorporate slowdown instead. So as the match progressed and went on, she did just flat out accuse me of stream sniping. And the first part of the VOD is muted because she plays copyright music, which is fine. But just letting you guys know, for the first couple minutes or so, you're not going to actually hear any audio. I'm going to show the match from her perspective, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show the snippets of me in those chases, before those chases, and show what information I was able to get before the actual chase or the hatchet went down. And so the main purpose of this is an informational tool. I know a lot of people, especially if they play Survivor and don't play the game a lot, likely don't know the kind of information and tools that the killer has. And because of this, I would like to show that. I don't believe this TTV uses, I don't believe they play killer very much. And the main reasoning for that is, how do you know I was there? Whenever they finish a generator, every player in the lobby gets a notification when a generator is done. That's how I knew you was there, outside of the fact that I use a perk called Bitter Murmur, which shows me your aura whenever you finish a generator if you're near it. But anyway, let's get into it. You guys will be seeing it here shortly. And really quick, first, just as a little preface, I will be responding and critiquing to this VOD of theirs, and as such it falls under fair use. This is in no way meant as a call to arms or in any way, shape, or form meant for you guys to go and harass her. Don't do that. There's zero tolerance for that. If you are going and harassing her over this video, you are banned from my Twitch chat. I have zero tolerance for that. This is an informational tool. I will be blurring out her name as well as the names of the people in chat that I will be showing messages that they put forward. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you here in that clip in a second. Yeah, so it's me from the future. There was a couple things that I wanted to add into the video. First off is that I was going to go and ask if she wanted to like have a little bit of a dialogue meet, explain to her, that I wasn't stream sniping, and if she was interested in knowing how I knew where she was when I knew where she was. But unfortunately, she streams either at the same time as me or whenever I can't really go to her stream, and I don't want to go into someone's stream while I'm streaming and try to get that kind of dialogue. That's just not something that I want to do. The second thing I'd like to add is that there is going to be a part during the video that is going to be her audio specifically muted, and the reasoning for that is while I'm explaining something, she's humming and singing to the music in the background. I promise you nothing important is lost as far as like the video. She does say hello friendo followed by something that I couldn't understand, but it wasn't important. It's not important to the overall point of the video, so it doesn't matter that it's not in the video. I'm just cutting out the humming so it's clearer and easier to hear me. After that, it's her audio, but I just wanted to come in and I wanted to add that really quick because it is kind of important. So we are going to be starting the VOD here from her perspective, and the first part of this VOD, is muted, so I'm going to kind of skip forward a little bit. Or actually, let me go back, because there is something important here at the start of the match. So she loads in here, right? And like I said, again, it's muted here in about probably 40 seconds. So here at the start of the match, she sees me right there. You can see me behind that rock, or going behind that rock. That right there should have already told her I wasn't stream sniping, because I'd be on her right now. Back here. So here I spawn in, which like I said is very close. They spawn on the other side of the killer shack. So I'm looking around here. I see the envelope,
blood points. I'm gonna go get those.
and I just immediately go for it. Sorry, my stream is a little on the louder side. So
man,
And then this is where they leave and they're on that generator behind Shack. I would be actively in a chase with her right now, but instead I went to go open an envelope. And so going forward here in a second, Dwight is going to miss a skill check right there. And so at this point, I'm over in this area and I'm opening an envelope. I don't know where she is still. I know that there was a skill check missed. I'm not even sure which generator it was because I just saw the notification was behind me somewhere. And so not too awful much important happens here in a little bit. I am going to come to this generator and I am going to hit her with a hatchet right there. And again, running a straight line and not looking behind her. So very easy to get that down. I'm going to go onto the Dwight here as well, and I'm going to down him. And then I'm, again, kind of a similar thing, not really looking around, just kind of running in a straight line. Very, very easy to land those hits. Here's where I'm, looking at generators. You can hear this failed skill check notification there. I get this envelope, like I said, and I'm checking these two generators here. I see it's not this one there, so I know it has to be this one back here. So I'll just show really quick the little bit of a chase that we had here. Let's skip forward a bit. So she's on this generator. And again, I don't know that she's there. I downed the Michaela here and I just slug her because, well, Michaela had recently been unhooked. I hadn't hooked anyone in between her, so I didn't want to hook her again. I don't like doing that kind of stuff. So instead I look around and I believe I find the Fang and hook her. Yeah, the Fang just got downed.
Today's night games are going lovely, huh, chat?
And so the Dwight picks the Michaela up and they're healing over there in the ruins. You'll see them here in a second with Kindred whenever I hook the Fang. So they're there healing. On Barbecue and Chili, I see them healing there. So now I know they're there. I don't know that the streamer is here at this point. So we'll just go ahead, let this play out a little bit, because here in a second is where you're going to be the...
she's at, because she hasn't, unless that was her interrupting them.
Yeah, so right here, I barely missed with the hatchet.
Hello. How did you know I was there?
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about that. So first off, you completed the generator. In case you're unaware, whenever you complete a generator, it makes a very loud noise, and then there's a notification, and everyone in the game knows that generator got done. Survivors, killer, everyone. So I knew you were there because the gen just got done. Like, I knew that there was someone there. But even besides that, let's say if the generator, that sound didn't happen, you didn't stay to the end of the match to see my build. Whenever I hooked you the second time, you just died on hook, and then you just immediately left the match. So you didn't even look at my perks, my build, or anything, but I was running a perk called Bitter Murmur. And what that perk does is whenever a generator is completed, for a couple seconds, I get to see the aura of the player, the players that are within a certain radius of that generator. So I could quite literally see you. I knew where you were because I could see you. This is where I down the Michaela. She just runs into me and I don't hook her. They just got unhooked. I'd really rather not pick them up. Yeah, like I said there. So, I'm just pre-charging hatchets at generators because, well, as most people that have played Huntress will tell you, that's a really good way to get free hits, is pre-charge them whenever you're coming at a generator. So this here is also important. Michaela gets picked up by the Dwight here, and I'm going to hook this Fang, and I'm going to show the information that I had. So I turn around, and what do I see here? I see... Oh, sorry, my webcam is blocking it, actually. I see two people healing right here. This here is the generator that she is on. This one far back here. I don't know she's there because auras get hidden with Barbecue and Chili. So what I'm going to do is I'm immediately going to... Actually, let me... There we go. So I'm going to immediately start walking to interrupt those people that are healing. I don't want them to get that heal off for obvious reasons. I hate whenever I'm playing Survivor and someone DCs in the loading screen though. So here she gets the generator done and I missed that. It looks way closer on her screen. But let's let's go ahead and continue on here. We're just gonna skip forward. So here I down the Michaela and I hook her. And at this point, I see her on the generator barbecue and chili. I can kind of like see the back part of her leg. So I know that there's someone in this area. I also know that there's people there. I was able to see them as well. But I was headed to her because I figured, you know, she was the one who hadn't been hooked yet based on their pathing. So at this point, I'm looking around and I see scratch marks on... Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. So, and you'll see it from my perspective as well whenever I show it. At this point, right here on this part of the tile here specifically, I can see scratch marks whenever she runs past it. So I already knew that there was someone headed that direction. But she's going to come here and she's going to go ahead and she's going to get the unhook here. And like being the huntress I am,
Are you serious?
Hit her with the hook or a hatchet, sorry.
You're nowhere in sight. How the f did you know where we were?
There was someone on the hook. I can see the aura of someone on the hook. Whenever you unhook someone, there's a very loud notification that notifies me whenever someone is unhooked. I don't know if you've ever played Killer before, but in case you haven't, whenever you unhook someone as a survivor, it makes a very loud notification. That's like an explosion sound, like whenever a skill check has failed, and the killer can see that. Not only that, I play Huntress a lot, and I'm generally pretty good at being able to tell roughly whenever someone should be being rescued from a hook, whether or not I even know someone is there. In this case, I knew he was there. As I said before, I saw scratch marks leading there on barbecue and chili. I knew you were on the generator that you were on before, and then I saw the scratch marks leading to the hook. So I knew roughly about the time that she should be hooked based on the distance of the scratch marks and how defined they were. In the VOD, it's much more difficult to tell the scratch marks. I have watched through her VOD before, and I have watched through mine before as well. I will say in the Twitch VOD, it's much more difficult to see them. They were much more prominent in the game. But yeah, that's just Huntress. Like, you just have to respect the ability to be cross-mapped at any given time, and that's exactly what it was. I will also say, the Michaela just kind of stood there, as you guys saw it. Like, she didn't move from being under the hook, and that made it even easier. Even if I didn't know you were there, with the Michaela just standing there, having the notification, I would have thrown a hatchet. If I hit, cool. If I miss, oh well, and I still would have hit the Michaela. Even if I had no clue you was headed there, I would have landed that shot. So here I'm going to hook the Michaela, and I'm going to call out how I knew she was in that general direction. So right here, you can see her aura very clearly going back to this generator. And again, being the Huntress player I am, I go for the cross map, because if you're not going for cross maps, are you really playing Huntress? So, you know, right there, I was just kind of looking, seeing if she was going to start coming my direction, which she didn't. So I'm just kind of checking the generators because Fang ran this direction. Let's go to that far, Jen. We saw the thing there on barbecue. Yep, so, you know, I talk about that. And here in a second, which, like I said, it's much more difficult to see this on stream. You can see them very faintly right there, but you can see scratch marks. This was way easier to see in the actual game. But this is how I knew the Fang was going to the the streamer in this instance was going for the unhook. I could very clearly see it coming. So, being the Huntress player I am, the unhook happens, I throw the hook, and I get the down on the Michaela.
Or be able to aim.
I can see the ore of the hook. That's how I can aim. And at this point in the match, I go ahead and just hook the Michaela because, let's be honest, the match is over. That's 2 people down. They have 3 gens left. It's Shelter Woods. This is a pretty good map for Huntress. And she doesn't wiggle here, and she just lets herself, die on hook.
Yep.
At this point, she's saying yep because someone in her chat said the stream snipe. I'll be showing that up, of course, blurring out their name. But let's go forward a bit. Here, she's letting herself die on hook, and I think she was going to get hooked or rescued very, very soon. So here in a second, you're actually going to see, not know anything right there, I threw a hatchet because I thought the Dwight was going to be coming for the rescue when he wasn't. So, and you see, I didn't even notice this before, but you notice Prove Thyself just popped up. He was there for the rescue. She just decided to die because, well, I had information she didn't think I should have, because I honestly just don't think she plays killer.
I'm not gonna let her stream snipe them.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Right there, you can see that there's, at the end, there's just a flat-out accusation of me being a stream sniper, which obviously I'm not. Like, I'm just using my build. One thing that I would like to add in really quickly here is that and I'll be showing it on the screen here, but someone in our chat did say, you know, who stream snipe shit gamers, targeting me. This is directly after this match. Obviously, I wasn't stream sniping her. I'm just playing Huntress. I don't understand that line of logic that it's the killer knows where I am, therefore the killer is stream sniping, whenever you were just sprinting halfway across the map. Or sorry, not even halfway across the map. She literally went from one end of the map to the other end of the map, sprinting the entire time. So the only thing I can think of is she just doesn't play killer, right? Like, I think most people know by now, whenever you're holding the shift key and W at the same time, you leave scratch marks. And scratch marks can be tracked by the killer. That's one of the tools in the game for the killer to track you. So I just don't understand how she doesn't know this. That is pretty much it for today's video, though. I did want to highlight this. I will also be going into her chat at a later date. I actually looked at her schedule. She does have a video coming up in 2 days, or sorry, a stream coming up in 2 days. And I will be going in there and I will be asking her what I talked about in the intro, you know, hey, would you be interested in having a bit of a dialogue on this? And if she answers, then I will be making a follow-up or pinning a comment in this video. If she doesn't, I will be doing the same, but letting you guys know what happens. I want this to be a nice, helpful, informational video for everyone. But with that, hopefully this video helped you guys learn something. You know, maybe there was something in this video you didn't know. But with that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.